Wayne.
It's a bit small, that, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why we got 2 seats for today.
Oh, look at that. Fucking hell. That's the first time I've had the chance to look at it.
I wore that yesterday.
Look at that,
Alright, good evening everyone, and welcome to the post-fight press conference.
It's really fucking tight.
I'm here with Kalle Sauerland, Chief Boxing Officer of the World Boxing Super Series, Shane McGuigan, Barry McGuigan, Josh Taylor. Let's start with you, Josh. You had a vision before this tournament started. You saw yourself winning it, you saw yourself with the trophy. How does it feel to see the dream come true?
Do you know what? It's pretty hard to put into words at the minute. It's no sank in. I mean, I've just been through a hell of a fight, a war there, you know. So it's what I've achieved there is it's no sank in. I mean, I've visualised this for so long. Ever since my name got put forward for this tournament, I've just visualised winning it and lifting this trophy and all these belts so many times over in my head. So it's just a huge relief off my own shoulders, and it's hard to put into words at the minute. It's just I feel like I'm just on cloud nine. I'm on cloud nine.
You call it a war. You talk us through it. How tough was this war?
Pretty easy. Walk in the park. Think we'd go another 12 rounds. Where's the SecondsOut referee? I'm ready to go 12 rounds again. No, that was a great fight. You know, it was the face says it was a hard fight, but at times I think it was more. I got caught with the head a few times with the eye. It was more head clashes, so it made it harder because from about halfway from about round 8, round 9. I could hardly see out this eye because of swelling, so I started getting caught with like left hands and stuff because I couldn't see anything coming. It was just completely shut up, so it was hard to see anything coming from the side. So the last 2 rounds I was just sort of fighting on instinct and with one eye really. So yeah, all tactics went out the window for the last 2.5 rounds, and I just used my heart and determination.
And Regis said in the ring you were the right winner. Were you surprised to hear those words?
No, I thought I won the fight. You know, I thought it was close. Don't get us wrong, it was definitely close, but I thought I won the fight. I thought I just edged it by a couple of rounds. I thought I was ahead halfway through, and then I sort of kind of took my foot off the gas and started trying to march him down and neglected my boxing a little bit for a couple of rounds. And he nicked a couple of the middle rounds, but I knew I was getting on top of him. I was finishing the rounds very strong, so I knew I had won it. But there's always that question at the end of the fight. You never know what the judges is going to say. So I was a bit nervous because I wanted it so much.
And was Regis as tough as expected, or how do you see his performance?
Yes, definitely. He is definitely a worthy champion. He was very good. He was hard to nail clean. He had very good head movement and timing, and a good chin as well. Because I hit him a couple of times, and you know he never moved. So worthy champion and great opponent. And he definitely lived up to his reputation, his power. He definitely had heavy hands as well, so all respect to Regis, and I wish him all the best and a safe journey back home to America.
Thanks, Josh. Kalle, how did you see this fight?
I think we saw what the World Boxing Super Series sets out to do, is to deliver the best against the best, and once again we've seen an absolute barnstormer. I mean, a fight. Not only a great fight, but a great fight on such a level. You know, start with Regis. I mean, he had a very quick start. I had him winning, I think, even 3 of the first 4. He was quick out the blocks, in and out. He made Josh a little bit too much box how he wanted him to box in the first 3-4 rounds. Incredible head movement from Prograis, I've got to say. I saw that tonight. He stepped up that level in opponent, and he really came out right. That head movement from Regis was spectacular. I think Josh then came very strong into the fight and absolutely took the wind out of his sails. Especially the hooks, the left and the right hook landed very, very cleanly, very often. the punches that were landing a lot to the body on Josh. In the first few rounds, they stopped, and the wind seemed to go until, it's one of those moments when the eye went, and it was definitely some sort of definitely it was a rubbing of the heads. It was nothing intentional, but that moment, he saw his opportunity to come on strong, and credit to Regis Prograis, he really gave it everything through the kitchen sink at him in the last couple of rounds. But I had Josh up by 2 rounds.
Look at this.
Although it's always difficult to score rings, so exciting. And it's just a pleasure to be involved with. It's so many great fights we've seen out the series, and tonight is got another one, and I think it's going to go down in the history books. This fight, it's really is something special, and I think Regis Prograis will come back very strongly. But the best super lightweight in the world, like I said before, first season, Alexander Usyk, Callum Smith, and now we know the best super lightweight on the planet, bar none, no questions asked, is Josh Taylor. And that's what we seek to do. That's what the Ali Trophy is. We're not trying to be another belt or something. We just seek clarity in the sport, and then that's what this represents. So, in a week when there's been a few interesting additions to world boxing in terms of merits and championships, we try to bring a little bit of clarity back into the sport.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shane, you were in the final last year with George Groves.
Yeah.
This time, you got your fighter's hands on the trophy. How does that feel?
Oh, amazing. This camp hasn't been the easiest camp. Josh has lost his father-in-law. My sister passed away as well. The two of us brought us, in really tough times, brought us together, and in those rounds where they were tough rounds, he dug in and he proved that he's the best fighter in the world, and as Kala said, this is the Muhammad Ali Trophy. He was renowned for his fights with Joe Frazier, George Foreman, and I think that really lived up to an unbelievable fight. When Josh started getting momentum, Regis came back. When Regis got momentum, Josh turned it around, and it was just back and forth. I had Josh winning by 2 rounds, but what a fight, and unbelievable to get our hands on the trophy. He's been with me since he was an amateur. Terry McCormack done a fantastic job as an amateur. He did everything, and then he's come down to London, and he's just his 16th fight. He's a unified world champion. He's got the Muhammad Ali Trophy. He's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah,
there it is.
Barry.
Just to reiterate what Shane said, the moment I signed Josh Taylor, I knew he was special. We moved very aggressively with him because we knew what he was capable of. When Kala and Nissa came along with the World Boxing Super Series, we were number 1 for Jose Ramirez, but we gave that up to go and box in this tournament, and that was the right decision. 16 professional fights, so he's a sensational kid, and he's getting better. He had to fight this time. What he done was he took the fight to Prograis. He made him, he fought his type of fight, and he still came out on top. His eye was bruised and so bad he couldn't see for 3 rounds, but he showed the sort of tenacity and courage that only the great fighters show. So he was exceptional. We're very grateful to Kala and the WBSS to give us this opportunity, tremendous opportunity for Josh. And it's onwards and upwards. And Shane I'm so proud of this young man. He's had a lot to deal with my daughter, and we've all had a very sad year. Josh, Danielle, who's at the back there, we've all had a very upsetting year from a personal point of view. But he's showed grit and determination, and he's an exceptional talent, and I believe he'll go on and do greater things. And I hope we can get Ramirez, because I think he beats him too.
Thanks, Barry. Let's take a few questions.
Josh, how does it feel to be Scotland's first round magazine junior welterweight champion?
Do you know what? I just don't know. Looking at this, it doesn't feel real yet. It definitely hasn't sunk in. I visualised it I've visualised it for so long, and I haven't quite. It hasn't quite sunk in yet. It'll be for another couple of days when I sit back and relax, and I sit back in the house with my girlfriend, and this will be the first furniture we have in the new house, is all these belts. So we'll sit and look at these with no couch, no bed, no TV, and all these belts. So that was when it was sinking, and I'm over the moon. I mean, it's hard to put in words at the minute. So I think in a couple of days it will start sinking in, and it's just unbelievable that I've done this. I'm so proud of the fact that everybody's come down here, to not just Scottish fans, but everybody, the travelling support, have come from all over the country to support me and come out in numbers, and all the messages on social media and everything has just been overwhelming, of people from all over the country wishing me luck, and messages from former opponents. Victor Postel even messaged me yesterday as well, so thanks to him as well. So everybody's just been messaging me, and it's just been overwhelming. So I just want to say thank you to everybody, and hopefully this journey just continues longer and keeps going.
You've got a geographical connection, obviously, to Ken Buchanan. You're the first Scotsman to unify a world title since 1971. That's made the history important. I mean, and that's almost half a century. It's incredible.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. I can't wait to actually get back and go and see Kenny. I've not seen him for a wee while. He comes into my amateur gym often, a lot at the time. He comes into the gym, Lock End. So it'll be good to go back and see him and give him the belts and say, look, I've done this for you. Here we go. I'm just like you, champ. I'm just like you.
Make sure and take the ring one and send me a picture.
I will do. I'll see him, and
Congratulations, guys.
I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy at the minute.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Josh, how anxious were you when the result was read out at the end?
Do you know, I was nervous because you just don't know what the judges are going to say or how they've scored it. I thought that I had won it by maybe 2 rounds, maybe 2 or 3 rounds. I thought I was slightly ahead, but you never know, and because there was so much at stake, I was slightly nervous. So when they said from the Fighting Pride of Scotland, it was just the house came crashing down on me. It was just a huge relief, and just overwhelmed with emotion. It's just that I can't believe it. I'm so proud of myself. I can't believe I've done it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and happy to all my team and everybody that's believed in me from the start. I never believed I would do this so quickly, and I've only been pro about 4 years, just turned 4 years, and unified champion. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Josh, congrats on the victory. You know, Ricky Hatton is the last person from the UK who was the lead guy at 140 pounds, and this certainly looks like a star-making performance. How big of a star do you think you could be going forward after this victory?
Well, hopefully now I'll get the recognition that I think I deserve. You know, everybody's sort of said I've been under the radar, which I kind of like. I'm not a show pony. I don't act up for the cameras and everything like that. So I kind of liked being under the radar and doing my own thing. But I think this is just going to take my profile to the next level, and I think everybody will start getting behind me now. And I thought hopefully if I get this Ramirez fight and it's in abroad or in America, I'll take a travelling army, and it's going to be good. So yeah, hopefully I get some kind of support of what Hatton did, and that would just be unbelievable.
Yeah, we've seen guys like Ricky Hatton, Joe Kazaki, now Fury really try to make their mark in the US, but we see a lot of them start later on. Do you want to try to go over there now and really build your profile? Because Regis Prograis, of course, is an American, and this fight had a lot of interest there.
Yeah, I think already I had a little bit of American interest. Early on in my career, I had 3 fights in America already on big undercards, on Carl Frampton's undercard. So I had exposure to the American fans already. But I think now, after defeating Regis Prograis, a big name in America, everybody will sort of get the back of me now, and hopefully I'll have a good support in America now as well.
So how big is that fight with Jose Ramirez, especially if it's in the US next year for the Undisputed Championship?
I think it's massive, and I actually look forward to it. And do you know what? I don't mind travelling to America and doing it, and taking the support with me. But I would love it. I'd love it to be in Scotland. I'd love it to be at Edinburgh Castle or Easter Road, in my hometown football club. I'd love it to be either there or the castle. That would be just an iconic scene.
We need to magic up the weather.
Yeah, that's the only thing. You never know if we're going to get the weather or not. So, maybe a beautiful Scottish summer's day pouring down with rain.
You're also confident that, like Ricky had, that you could be the guy that brings over the fans in droves.
Yeah, I think now after that fight and after that performance, I think everybody's going to get at the back of me now, and I just hope this journey continues and everybody gets at the back of me and supports me, and hopefully I can have that kind of support. Ricky did, yeah.
To make it more special, Josh, I mean, you've beaten 3 unbeaten fighters in this tournament, even Postel only had 1 defeat. It's not like you've had an easy road to get here. No, I definitely haven't had it easy. I've took the hard fights and I've fought the champions and ex-champions, and I've proved that I am the best. I now believe, and hopefully everybody else knows now, stops doubting me and saying it's too soon or I'm going to get chinned and this and all that, all the negativity. I've now proved I'm the best in the world, and now I can go and take an army with me wherever I go and take over this division and be the true number 1.
On that point, I think his last 4 opponents were 96-1 or 94-1 or something. So the O snatcher.
That's it. Another one bites the dust.
Let's take a final question.
Barry, question for you. Especially if Joshua loses in December, do you think Josh is the kind of guy that can really take over as the star in the UK?
Yeah. I think Taylor and Callum Smith and this WB, and I want to thank Kelly and all of the guys involved in this. They put on a magnificent show. They paid the guys exceptionally well. They gave them a major opportunity. They cut out all the crap that we've seen for so many years, where guys hiding behind their titles. Straight in, one hard fight after the other. He's done a magnificent job, and I really think that he can take it on from here. And we can go to America, and we can fight Ramirez in America. We can fight him over here. Probably have to wait until the summer. He wants to fight in the castle, but I don't want to hang around with him. I think we matched him hard the whole way through his career because he was capable of doing what we see in the gym is extraordinary. I told all these Scottish journalists who've travelled with us, Tom and the boys, they've all been following and this kid here. Not such a kid, but anyway, it's great. It's just great to get here and to get the recognition, and I believe 100% that he can bring a big crowd with him if we go to America.
Josh, same for you. Especially if Joshua does lose, you'd be the guy that takes the mantle. He's just the number 1 star.
Honestly, I really don't. I really don't care for being the big superstar and the number 1. I really don't. I really hope Joshua does do it and do it for the British fighters and keep the sport alive. He's the face of the sport, so I really hope he does do it. And I'm just interested in being the best that I can be and be the champion, be the number 1 in this division, win all the belts and be the true champion. So I'm not really interested in being a superstar. I've said it all along. I just want to be the best that I can be. I know it comes with the job and obviously the recognition comes with it, but I don't go out and seek to be a superstar. It comes with it. The fame obviously is going to come, but I'm not fussed for it. I'm really not fussed for it. So I really hope Joshua does do it and keeps the British fans and British boxing alive and booming. So yeah, I hope he does it.
I mean, you've also got 100%, and I don't know how they put these pound for pound lists together. Sometimes I think they're drinking tequila, but he is. If he's not pound for pound now, then I don't know what is. So you know, he's the only Brit at the moment who should be pound for pound, in my opinion.
On that note, thank you, Barry, Shane, Josh Taylor, the superstar, and Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks very much. Thank you.